My father pushed me off a cliff when I was just 3 years old, because that was the only way for us to learn how to fly. Hundreds of years ago, the Dark Fae were spread across the entire world. Whether it was the peaks of snowy mountains or the depths of tropical rainforests, our peace-loving people had places to call home. But once humans discovered how to forge iron and began multiplying rapidly, expanding their territory, their towering castles kept squeezing us out of our land. To survive as a species, the Dark Fae had no choice but to hide on a small island, barely hanging on.
Those children should be soaring over the trees and rivers. Instead, they're raised in exile.
I could protect them.
But John believed that if the protection I spoke of meant going to war with humans, it would only bring greater harm to our people.
It will never happen.
Then John took me to our place of origin. Before us stood a massive phoenix statue, said to be the ancestor of all Dark Fae. I inherited the purest bloodline of the phoenix, which is why I possess the power of both destruction and creation. Now only I can lead our kind down the path to peace, because I saw the princess living in harmony with magical creatures, and I believed that was the way forward for all of us.
I have no doubt. She has chosen her side.
Just then, word came from the war faction that the Queen had sent an advance force and was pushing hard at the edges of our territory. As soon as I heard, I left the nest immediately, ready to drive the invaders back in one strike. What I didn't expect was that human soldiers had been lying in wait for some time, and they fired iron pellets straight at me. At the critical moment, John threw himself in front of me, taking the fatal blow, and then tumbled out of control. But the danger wasn't over. The soldiers quickly reloaded their weapons, preparing to launch a second attack. I hurried to cast a spell and raised a wooden shield, and with my companions covering me, I began controlling the vines to strike back, and soon wiped out the enemy. But John's wounds were too severe, and he was barely clinging to life. I tried my best to hold back my rage as I went to comfort him, but the war faction had already seen the signal on my face, and immediately went back to rally the army, ready to take revenge on the humans. Before he died, John urged me to follow my heart, hoping I would make the right choice when the moment came. Then he gave all of his power to me, and left this world holding on to his dream of peace. But his death only ignited my hatred for humans. A war for the ages was about to begin. Meanwhile, the Queen's plan to destroy the fairies was slowly being set in motion.